G'day folks. Well, crazy rear mount Griff is back and he's pulled out the intercooler, and I put it on the scale and it came in at 11.4 kilograms. Holy hell, I didn't think it was that heavy. I got a real shock, and I'm so thrilled that I'm pulling weight out of the front of this car. And it really, to me, it's a win, just pulling it out and lightening up the front. I've actually pulled out with that heater. I'll just have a quick look. I've written it all down. It's 15, yes, just on 15 kilograms I've pulled out of the front of this car since the engine's come out of it. So that's quite a significant weight saving there, and that's just made my day, you know, knowing that I'm really starting to lighten it up, and it's fantastic. Well guys, I'm going to throw it out there. It might stir you folks up a little bit, what I'm going to say. I tell you what, it's going to really invite a bit of debate, which I love. I really love. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the test guinea pig on this. You guys, I want to hear your opinion on it, and call me crazy Griff if you want. I don't care. I'm just going to try it, and because I'm a believer, and when I get something in my head that's really strong and my gut tells me that I'm on a winner, I'm actually going to follow my gut. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to buy, well, first off I looked around for injection kits, and they're too bloody dear. They're a rip-off. They're okay if you're running EFI and want all that jazz, go for it. Look, it's a good system. But for me, old school rules here. I want to keep things simple, and I'm about to explain exactly what my intentions are and my little design that I've come up with. And I've seen this design on NA cars, but not boosted. It's a Venturi effect, which I'm going to base this system on. So we have a tank with no pumps involved, so there's no electrical business. It's all just operated by Venturi. There's going to be a line in from the charge pipe to pressurise the tank, and a line out to supply the water meth. Now, I'm not going to put a nozzle on it. It's only going to be a small line, but it's basically going to be, the flow is actually going to be controlled by a valve, which I will control and meter it. Because you can, well, I've dabbled in this, guys. I have actually dabbled in water injection, not in this car, but in my other brown ute. I don't know if you've seen videos on it, but I have a video of it or two back in the early days. And it was in NA form. I had trouble with it overheating, and it was just the radiator. It was a poor design. It was a shocking setup, and basically I wanted to try and cool the engine, and I did a lot of research on water methanol, water injection, and I ended up running a little setup on my NA motor, just straight down through the carby into the straight through the air cleaner, and it was basically drip fed, and I had a lot of success with it. It really pulled temps out of the engine, and it was basically very quick, within sort of 10-15 seconds of running it. It's unbelievable how much temp you can pull out of it. And I had it on a dimmer switch with a small washer bottle with a washer motor, feeding it, and I could control the flow rate by this dimmer switch, and I could amp it up to a point where the motor wasn't happy and basically putting out the spark, and then I could back it off to where a sweet spot. Well, this is the same principle, but I'm going to use a Venturi effect to feed into the charge pipe. But I'm not going to run it up the front. I'm actually going to introduce all this, the water methanol and everything, I'm actually going to run it up in the fender well at a high point, because I have it running over the diff, the charge pipe, and I really need the inlet for the for the feed, which needs to be higher than the tank, because if I don't, I'll end up siphoning when the system's not running. And I will mount the tank in behind my driver's side, so it's a real nice low spot there. And I'm going to have a valve that I can control flow, and it will basically just drizzle water out and methanol to a point where I can basically put the flame out and then back it off and tune it that way. And I think it's going to be an excellent design and an excellent foolproof, safe system. So I don't have to worry about, for one, the costs will be very minimal. Two, I don't have to rely on electrics and electronics. And running it up in the rear of the car and introducing it into the charge pipe, well, it's going to have plenty of time before it gets into the carb hat and through the carby and then the manifold, and by then it'll be dispersed. So I don't need to spray it straight into the engine. It's going to have around 7 or 8 feet of charge pipe time to have a cooling effect and to basically turn into tiny molecules before it even enters the engine. So that's my little design. And to be honest, I haven't come across any other design. I've looked on the YouTube, I've looked in forums and on Google, and I've done a fair bit of searching, and I haven't come across any system like that on a boosted engine. I may be wrong, there may be something or someone has seen that can point me in the right direction, but as far as I know, I think, well, yeah, I'm not sure if that's my design or whatever it is, guys, but that's what I'm going to do. And the thing is, if you can prime the tank from and equalise the pressure, example 7 psi, thereabouts, in the charge line, you can draw water into the charge pipe quite easy, because you are equalising the pressure in the charge pipe and in the water methanol container. So it has to be pressure rated, of course, and I think it's going to be a brilliant. I can't wait to do it, guys. I'm just so excited about it. I know that I can run this on the tune, without an intercooler. It's not going to hurt it, and that's why I want to test all this stuff on low boost and sort of get it all nutted out and sorted, and before I even think about going up in boost. But the benefits of water methanol is incredible. It really is. And for me, that's where I really want to head, and I want to run this motor on it. So yes, that's my little design, guys, at the minute, and that's what I want to sort of focus on. And do you guys get what I'm saying? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Because I do tend to really think differently, and I want to try this, and I'm just so passionate. It's crazy. I've got to this point in my life, and I'm thinking, I've got all this stuff in my mind. I just want to try it, and I feel so strongly about it, and I think I'm on the right path. So yes, that's my little update for now, guys. I really hope you're enjoying my vids, because I'm really putting a lot of effort into it now. I'm putting them up very regularly and keeping the momentum of it all going. So yes, very excited. Alright guys, well I'm going to pop one up very soon. I've got something else I want to talk about, but I'll leave it for now and I'll share it with you on the next vid. Alright guys, until then, I'll catch you later.